All right. Hey, everyone. So recently I released a video about buying or building SaaS businesses. So I thought it'd be helpful to follow up with some insight from successful business owners who shared some really down to earth and just helpful thoughts about building and buying and growing SaaS businesses based upon their own experience with their own SaaS business. So some of you may not know this, but we actually have a podcast called the Real Money, Real Business podcast, where we interview business owners who list their businesses on Empire Flippers. And for those who make a specific threshold, they qualify for a seller interview. So currently, I believe that threshold is at $300,000 in business valuation. And the purpose of these interviews is meant for potential buyers, for those who want a bit more information about the business, about what are the opportunities for growth, what are the weaknesses, what are some of the things that led to success for the business owner, why did they grow at the rate that they did, was there anything that they tried that didn't work out so well. Personally, I found these very helpful for just if you want to build a business. These are essentially all just conversations with the business owners talking about their business and what they learned along the way. And these are all SaaS businesses ranging between 6 to 7 figure valuations. Some of them have already been sold, but some of them are also still on the marketplace if you're interested in purchasing a SaaS business. And if you find this valuable, maybe I'll create a few more episodes with highlights from other businesses such as Amazon FBA, content sites, and KDP businesses. But for now, I'm going to start with SaaS. So I'm going to start us off with this SaaS business. It's listing 58078, and it's a SaaS business in the digital media niche. And the business at the time of it being sold, so this is already a sold business, it made $26,877 in monthly revenue and $16,661 in monthly profit. And the listing price of this business was $883,024. So I'll play a few segments from this video and I'll discuss my opinions about each segment afterwards.
What made you decide to start this SaaS business in particular?
So a while ago, I was actually in between startups and I was doing some contract work as a software developer. And I came across this opportunity through a customer I had where they wanted to get into the digital media space and they wanted a certain solution that wasn't really built as a SaaS, but it was more like an enterprise package you had to buy, pay a lot of money, and deploy on your own servers. And I saw this as kind of an opportunity because we were getting a lot of requests for something like this from similar customers. So that's why I thought it would be a really good solution as a SaaS solution. So that's how this business came to be. It was really born out of actual requests. So it was kind of pre-sold before I even built it. I was able to dangle the idea in front of some prospects and saw a lot of positives. So that's how the idea came up.
I wanted to talk about this quote specifically because I think it's a really powerful concept about how to start your SaaS business. And creating a SaaS business from pre-existing customers does really three things. First, it helps you get very clear on who your target audience is that has expressed a need, because in this case, this business owner was already working with these kinds of clients, but in a one-to-one sort of scenario. So you're not just hypothetically creating a customer avatar that you think needs this type of SaaS tool. You're actually interacting with this human being. And so the benefit of this is that you know much more clearly who your target audience is and what their pain points are. The second point is that it helps you achieve product market fit because you're building a solution directly to address that need. So adding on to point one, where you're working with a real live customer. Point number two is you're creating a real solution to address that real need. And you're able to do this because first, you know the real pain points of this customer, but you're also able to determine what the actual solution would be to that pain point. Number three is you have direct access to the people who are likely to buy your thing. So you already have paying customers, people who have demonstrated that they're willing to pay for this solution. You know who these people are, you know how to reach them, and you can now sell to them if you haven't already sold to them through the process of you building this solution to begin with. But let's say you go through this process and let's say they don't buy your thing. Now you can speak with that ideal customer about why they didn't buy your thing, and you have the opportunity to iterate your own product in order to meet their expectations. And this can be far more powerful than like a forum or a survey. So this just creates a far more relevant atmosphere and can save you a lot of time and money. And it can also make you money up front by having customers to sell to. All right, let's go into this next segment.
You've had quite a long journey with this business. Is there anything that you learned along the way that was really successful that you would apply to any future sites or businesses that you would work on?
The biggest success this business has had with marketing has been through content marketing. A lot of blogging and, doing some, guest posts here and there, trying to get some links, to build also authority for SEO and things like that. Like those have been really successful. So content has been, all these years, it's been the main driver of the growth of the business. And, all of our customers are inbound. We don't really have any outbound presence.
So this was another segment that I thought was really valuable because he talks about something that may be slightly controversial in the SaaS space, is the expectation that once you build a SaaS product, it won't be successful unless you have an outbound strategy. I think it's really telling that this business was able to grow to become almost $1 million SaaS business purely through content marketing. Content marketing and having your customers be inbound does two things for you. First, it helps you validate that you're building things where there's a market of people searching for the solution. With content marketing, you're essentially creating content that drives traffic to you, and you can quantify that traffic. You can see through SEO research what the search volume is for certain keywords, and you can determine how large your market is through the search volume. So number two, through inbound customers, you already have warm customers who are at least willing to try your product. This is a completely different experience from cold emailing or cold calling customers and trying to convince them of a sale when maybe they don't know of you at all. In this case, these are people who have in some way meaningfully engaged by performing a search and going to your solution. I guess I can say from experience with Empire Flippers how important content marketing has been for Empire Flippers as a business and how impactful it is on the sales conversations that we have, where a lot of people already know of us and trust us. So those are two short takeaways from a business listed on the Empire Flippers marketplace. If you want me to pull more segments from more SaaS businesses or from other business models, feel free to leave a comment below. Or if you want to see more videos like this, feel free to like and subscribe. So take care for now, and I'll see you in the next one.